Hello, welcome back. This is Doofus K. You are on the third episode of my Let's Play Agriculture Simulator 2011 videos. And I believe this episode, we're going to cover, well, first we're going to cover spraying, and then we're going to skip ahead a few days, and then we're going to cover harvesting, and I think that is probably about it. So I think it's going to be a fairly short episode. We have lots of fields actually ready to be planted, but before I got too much stuff going on, I kind of wanted to just go over this field. So as you can see, the kind of field progress overlay has changed from the different steps required to this screen here, and it just tells you, what's growing, the progress. Progress meaning 100% meaning ready to harvest, obviously. So that is pretty self-explanatory. Now, I believe I said something stupid like you don't have to spray, but obviously that's not true because you do. So I don't have a sprayer, so let's buy one. I had to kind of move some equipment around because I was running out of room. And this is actually going to be an issue because I believe the header for the harvester is going to count as a big extension. So that is going to be unfortunate, but I guess we'll kind of cross that bridge when we come to it. I don't think that's a reason to buy the smaller equipments, because then you just end up wasting more time. So this number is not, it should be more like 12, but whatever. I didn't design the game, so I guess I can't gripe too much about it. So that guy's plowing that field, and then we have two idle workers. We might actually move a worker to the other farm and start. I want to kind of try and move some of the crop operations to the other one. I know I said that I was going to use this farm for the animals, but these fields are pretty small, and I think we're going to judge that decision on how much we actually get out of this field. Because this is the biggest. Oh, there's another field the same size, but I just have a feeling that it's not going to really give us enough. I mean, we go through a lot of wheat and stuff like that, so I guess we'll just find out. So in the meantime, let's buy a sprayer. And I've unlocked, I think, most of the extensions. I got the big cedar. I think there's another Orbis head, like an Orbis 800. But the biggest cultivator, the biggest manure thinger, and then this is the important one, is this big harvesting head. I think there's actually a bigger sprayer too somewhere. Alright, and we already have a tractor, so we don't need that. Let's just wash everything and repair everything. I don't think anything's broken, but alright, so let's get this thing going. We have two idle workers, so that's not a problem. Yep, Ultra Spray 9, and this is, I think, field A15. Yep, it sure is. It's actually nice that it remembers sort of what you were doing. That is handy. Oh, already did that, huh? So let's tab in there. Alright, so he's going. And I don't think there's really too much to cover here. Like I said, I don't do a lot of the stuff by hand. I have the workers do it because they do a much better job. So I think that, make your own decisions, of course. If I think some people would sort of poo-poo on that, but I don't. I guess I'll just make it that simple, that I don't. They put workers in here, and it isn't just like you're making. It's not like the game is playing itself. You still have to make good decisions about what times to do things and when to do things. It's just that you're not spending your entire life, trying to find like that one last 1% of the field to fertilize or whatever. So I think this guy should. I don't know if they start at the edge or what they do, but this is a pretty big sprayer, so Should make pretty short work of this, just like all the other implements. But, holy cow, this thing is huge. I didn't even see there's a second arm on here, I think. So he should definitely make short work of this thing. Yeah, wow. So actually, you could probably do this by hand, and it wouldn't take you very long. So as you can see, oh man, he kicked it in the high gear. I have the time compression turned up a little higher than normal. I think it's like every 10 minutes real time is an hour game time. So as you can see, the growing thing changed, or the progress changed to 1%. So you will notice that you know, as time goes on, that little percentage thing goes. So and they do wither. The crops do wither, so you do have to keep that in mind, that if you're off in La La Land dinking around with something, that your crops are going to die. So that's another reason to not just go hog wild and plant everything, you know, at once, because you know, you can only have a certain number of harvesters, and you know, you might have a disaster time there. So speaking of harvesters, I might as well, while this guy's doing that, I might as well just buy one, because we're going to need one anyway, so let's do that. I hit the P button. This isn't Farming Simulator. So I think we've unlocked just about every combine we possibly can. Oop, no, that is not true. The 580 is next. But for the meantime, we're just going to do that. So that's a pretty big chunk of change there, but you know, as you can see, we still have plenty of money here. So did that count as an extension? I think it did. That's not good. I don't know why my scrolly wheel doesn't work very well. So that's really not good. Because what's going to happen is, when that guy's done, it's going to give us a warning about how all the equipment doesn't fit. So we better get that harvester out of there. Extend hand. It's not the pipe, the hand. Oh, whoops, I missed my header. I didn't even realize it was on a trailer. What is going on inside there? Like there, what? What is going on here? Oh, what? Come on now. It's like this mass chaos of implements everywhere. This thing is really finicky. Alright, so, jeez, with that done... Oh, and of course I clicked outside the thing. Let's get this thing parked over here and ready to go. I think what we're going to do is actually harvest this thing by hand. Because I don't have enough room. Although, you know, I could actually just park the sprayer outside. Maybe I'll do that. I'm sort of changing my mind as I go here. So what's going to happen here is we don't have enough room for all this stuff. And the only way you can hire a worker is if the implement and the vehicle are in that garage. And so you can't just park the sprayer somewhere and tell, you know, Mr. Man to go do it, because he's not going to know where the vehicle is. So So we're going to get an error here, assuming that I beat him. Yeah, I will. So we're going to get an error saying something about how, like, not enough room for implements or whatever. And look at that disaster in there. Cedars everywhere. I just drove right through that pole. Let's get out of here. This is Weirdville here. The nice thing is that once the door closes, all the stuff resets, so... and it ejected my forage wagon. Where is the... Oh, he's not done yet. Alright, well... Well, I guess that was sort of a waste of time there for everybody, but these are the things that you're going to go through when you run into this kind of stuff. Oh, and I got that plow over there too. Oh man, this isn't good. What do I even have in here? Alright, so this actually... Oh no, I need that because of the wheat. Although I don't think the workers can haul that. So let's get that out of here, out of this disaster of implements flying everywhere. That's annoying. Actually, we'll just leave this attached to this tractor out here, because I don't think that the workers can drive these things. And if I'm wrong, I'll just drive it somewhere else. I'll just drive it back into the garage. This is sort of an issue. God, I clicked outside the thing again. I don't know what that's all about. That's not what I'm talking about. The issue of having too many implements in the garage. And I mean, there isn't really a solution. I mean, like I said, you can leave stuff outside, but the thing is, if you do want a worker to use it, then you get to bring it back in the garage. And that's sort of annoying. Where did Oh, there's Mr. Sprayer. And I think Mr. Plow... I think Mr. Plow is almost done too here. Yep. That's fine. Alright, so let's get out of him. So now what we have here... Now it says 100% sprayed, so that's good. So let's, while we're just sitting here, let's skip ahead a day. Alright, so look at that, 50% progress. So I think it only takes 2 days to mature fully, so that's good news. Let's sell some more wabbits. I'm sure you just love watching me clicky these things, but it is pretty funny to watch the money go up. My frames per second have been dropping. I think it's because of different crops and all the AI doing stuff, and I might have to turn down the graphics a little bit. I know in AgSim 2013, if you have crops, it makes everything fall all over itself, so... Alright, so we got 600 grand again, so that's good. We're gonna need that. What we don't need right now is the sprayer. Oh, everything's settled down in here, it looks like. So I think what we'll do temporarily is just take the sprayer out of here. I mean, there's tons of room in there. And then they, you know, give you all these warnings, you know, when you have too many implements. Silliness. Absolute silliness. So let's get the sprayer out of here. And same thing with this, we have enough tractors so we can just leave this, just leave it out here. And that way, when we do need to drive it back into the garage, it'll be ready to go. Alright, so... Doggone it. So this is this big honkin' field. Is she almost done? She is. Alright, well that's good. So what we're going to do with this big honkin' huge field is plant some of that energy corn stuff so we can get some silage going. Because, excuse me, I had a mission or whatever bonus for from the biogas thing, but I didn't have any, so I missed out. How do I actually go back? Here we go. Alright. So, I think we've got all that squared away. Let me just refuel everything and wash everything. I actually need some gas, too. So, we're actually getting a little low on wheat, so it's good that, we're getting some here. Minus 5,000... Oh, that was for the gas. Alright, so the plow's going back, and he should have room in there. So I'm not too worried about that. I wonder if maybe we should use the smaller extensions for this part of the world because it is smaller. That we wouldn't have these issues. Alright, so in the meantime, let's skip ahead a day. There it is. It changed from wheat, I think, growing progress to wheat harvest progress. And as you can see, the sprayer actually mats down a section, so that's kind of cool. So it does behoove you to get the bigger sprayer, because I think this actually does affect yield. But I'm not 100% sure about that, so don't quote me. But so let's get this thing going. Let's just pick this dude, Ewan, and upgrade his abilities and get him going. Oh yeah, this is really weird. So they consider, you can't put a front weight on a, on a combine. Just little naggy things. So he'll get going. And, excuse me. And I'm pretty sure that this thing can hold... I almost said corn. I'm pretty sure this can hold grain. Although, I don't know. But we're going to find out pretty shortly here. So, does he even have the header, or is he just dragging it behind him? What? What is going on there? I'm gonna have to follow him to see what the deal is here. It's like the header trailer like fell through the world. I don't want to reset it because weird stuff might happen. So we'll see if this all sorts itself out here. Whoa, whoa, that's not cool. Actually, I'm going to have to use this to collect the straw, and then, I think, oh, so it magically started working, so that's good. Dark back in here. So I think I might have to, I think this is going to pick up the straw, but I don't think it's going to pick up the actual wheat. But I don't know. So as you can see, he's dropping straw behind him, and whoa, he's cruising. Let's tab into him and see what the story is. Holy smokes. So, actually, I take that back. We're going to end up with a lot of wheat. Because he's almost full already, and that's one pass. Yep. Worker needs to release harvested crops. Bring trailer next to him. Alright. Well, let's see what happens here. I don't know if this is going to work or not. That is a negatory. Well, that really sucks. That's actually a problem because I don't have any room in the garage. Boom! Alright, well, in the meantime here, let's just go see if this works. Doggone it. Alright. So the problem is that it's really hard to see the straw line or whatever you call it. Let's turn on the lights. Maybe that'll help. It's still not super easy. So I want to change that to gathering. Oh, balls. Alright, so that's not going to work. So we're going to actually have to bale this. And that doesn't make me super happy, but... Well, here, in the meantime, let's just dump this here because we're going to need this for grass at some point. And actually the corns as well, so... detach rear B. Well, this is not exactly going the way I wanted it to, but I guess, I guess whatever. So I guess part of this video is going to be about baling, because we do need straw, and straw is rather expensive, so... And we're going to need a boatload of it, so that should work out perfect. So let's buy a trailer then, since obviously that's what we need. We'll buy the biggest one, of course. I shudder to think what's going to happen when I open this door here, because everything is going to go flying around everywhere. Oh, yes. Cultivators on top of the trailer I need. It's just like an implosion, or an explosion of implements there. Alright, so this is going to hold 45,000 liters, so that's a fair amount. And I think we're just going to leave this thing outside as well, because the workers cannot drive these either. You have to do this manually. So, so for all the naysayers out there, you know, there is part of this game that you actually do have to do yourself. You can't just have the workers do everything. You know, I haven't tried having a worker pull a trailer, but I don't think it works. Look at the cloud of, like, green diesel smoke coming from the wheat. Alright, so, another job well done there. Alright, so he is not going to take very long to get full, but in the meantime, I am going to buy one of these little tiny tractors because I need to also buy the fork, the bale fork. And the baler. Baler? Yes, I am sure. And that? Yes. I'll buy the trailer shortly. That just never gets old, does it? Alright, so where is this bale fork thing? It's over there. Holy cow, that baler is huge! Maybe this little... oh, man. Maybe this little tiny tractor isn't going to be able to handle that. Oh, she's slow. I think, though, this is the only one that can actually equip this fork doodah. Yep, sure enough. Oh, I don't have keys bound for this. Well, that's not cool. Well, I guess for now we're just going to detach it. I'll have to pause the video and set up keys for that. I don't think this tractor is going to be up to the challenge of this, but I don't know. That's really annoying. I keep on clicking outside this game. Alright, well... So this is what I'm talking about with stuff going on. When you do start to harvest, there's a lot of crap going on. And, you know, it's sort of inevitable, and what you don't want to have happen is all of a sudden you have like 10 fields ready. Crap. Yeah, and if you notice, the tractor does mat down the crops, and I don't know if it affects yield or not, but at least the texture changes. It's kind of too bad the combine doesn't go around the outside edges. That would be nice. Alright, so let's get this guy out of the way. Yeah, you can see that when the dudes are fully upgraded, they cruise along, so... you know, it's not like there's a lot of waiting involved here, which is nice. What? You full already? Oh, for crying out loud. Well, what is the deal here? Well, I think I'm going to pause the video here because this is taking forever, so thanks for watching. This is Doofus K. Please leave comments and we'll talk to you later.